Throughout the history of the United States, racism has been embodied in our country's DNA. From the first slave in Jamestown, 1619, to the first slave in Missouri in 1720. Specifically speaking, the Show Me State, Missouri's own history was embodied in slavery. In 1820, Missouri was admitted into the Union as a slave state through the Missouri Compromise. After that, Missouri continued its practice of slavery until 1863 with the Emancipation Proclamation, with our beloved city, St. Louis, being a major slave port. The city of St. Louis itself has had major race issues since our city's conception. For example, the Dred Scott case. Although our city's past proves so, there seems to be a common notion by St. Louisans that falsifies our city's current racism. Our racism today is seen through ethnocentrism, prejudice, and ignorance. The racism of St. Louis can be seen through the segregation that embodies our city. According to a national poll on the United States' most segregated cities, St. Louis ranked 9th. How could this be? Simply put, our city is segregated. Segregation embodied with our past racism and our current ignorance. As a city, we are plagued by our own ignorance of one another, making us segregated. According to Frank Kovarik's Mapping the Divide St. Louis magazine, a widely cited Detroit area survey in 1976 suggested African Americans were comfortable living in neighborhoods that range from 15 to 70% black, but many whites grew uncomfortable in areas that were less than 10% black. Why is this? Simply put, ethnocentrism and racism. This was the cause of the white flight. As many know, St. Louis is broken up into two main parts, St. Louis City and St. Louis County. This move took place in 1877 when the St. Louis City decided to separate itself from the county, creating an independent city. Our St. Louis County is broken up into four parts: North, South, West, and Mid. In both West and South County, the demographics show that the population in these areas are predominantly white, about 90-something. In North County, demographics show that the population in these areas are predominantly black, 85%. The demographics of Mid County show that Mid County is the most diverse county out of all the counties in St. Louis. The demographics of St. Louis County itself show that whites, 70.3%, are the majority. Blacks, 23.3%, are the minority, as well as other people of color. But constantly, on a regular basis, St. Louis County is bombarded with false notions, specifically North County. Many people assume that North St. Louis and North St. Louis County are the same thing. Why is this? I constantly ask myself this question when I am asked by white students at my school, "Oh, don't you live in North St. Louis? Oh, you don't? Well, North County is basically the same thing, right? The hood." Well, contrary to what some of my white peers may believe, North St. Louis County and North St. Louis City are completely different. Alright, so I'm with Brian. Basically, like I told you, this is a project for English. I'm discussing the notions about North County. I'm from North County. And right here we have pictures of North County, North St. Louis, South County, and South St. Louis. Every picture that you believe is in North County and North St. Louis, I want you to put it on this sketch. Every picture that you believe is in South St. Louis or South County, put it in the notebooks. Right. You see how you did? This is South St. Louis. South St. Louis. North St. Louis. North County. South County. North County. Where you got these two? Oh, no, not this. This is North St. Louis. North County. No, let's switch up. This is South. 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 That's right. North. North. And South. So you did pretty well. North. This is South. That's South. When I say North St. Louis, what are the first couple of things that come to your mind? I'm gonna give you 20 seconds to say it because I want like the truth. I don't want you to think about it. When I say North St. Louis, what comes to your mind when you first hear North St. Louis?
St. Louis, like city?
Yeah, North St. Louis City.
I'd say that it's a bit run down, decrepit, and vandalism, stuff like that.
Okay. When I say North St. Louis, what are some things that come to your head?
Things that come to my head?
Yeah, like instantly. Like,
Gangs and violence.
okay. How about North County?
Same thing.
Okay.
I guess North City seems a little run down or something. Seems kind of sketchy, but I guess maybe that's what North County's like.
St. Louis.
Just more dangerous parts of town.
Okay. And why do you say that?
Just from things I've heard,
North St. Louis, not North County, but North St. Louis. What comes to mind?
First in mind for me is like, think of like a more rougher area, maybe predominantly black, just kind of tougher upbringing, I feel like, for kids.
How about South St. Louis?
South St. Louis, I think of like the actual inner city, it's really tall buildings, offices, stuff.
Happy, TJ. Well, I think of Francis Park and the Bird High School, and I don't know, it seems pretty peaceful and nice there.
Okay. How about South County?
South County seems probably a little bit better off than South City. It seems, I guess probably even safer or something.
I don't really know. I have some friends that live out there. It's not too bad up there. So.
Okay. How about South City?
It's not too bad, but there's still like some violence. It's not like the greatest area. Some areas it's not.
Okay. How about South St. Louis?
methods, but like, I don't know. When I think South County, I just think like Bosnians and stuff.
Alright.
That's kind of. I grew up a little in South City. It's tougher than other places, but it's not. I don't think of it as African American populated.
How about South County?
That's a little more richer people, I feel like. Predominantly white, I would say. I feel like it's a little easier lifestyle growing up.
In North County, we have corporations such as Boeing Defense, Space and Security, Lambert St. Louis International Airport, and Emerson Electric Company. A place with many businesses and financial opportunities constantly get grouped with a part of town which does not offer all of these opportunities, aka North St. Louis County versus North City. Instead, North St. Louis City is sort of ran down as a result of crime and poverty, and specifically the white flight. In the 1950s, when many African Americans decided to move from the South to the North, white people took flight. As you can see here, this is a map that I found on spotcrime.com. If you look here, up here is North County, down here is South County, and over here is West County. And if you look closely, yes, North County, there's a few more crimes, but North County is also bigger than South County and West County. But it seems like the crimes are evenly distributed between both counties. So the notion that North County is more dangerous than South County and West County is sort of false. I was born and raised in North County. I was born in 1996 in Christian Northeast Hospital, not Northwest. And basically my entire life, all I've known is North County. Florissant, to tell you the truth. Florissant is actually the biggest city in all of St. Louis County. Our population is like 50,000 or something. But it's funny to me how when you talk to kids, or when I talk to kids at SLU, everybody seems to say, well, there's a difference between North County and South County and West County. Well, to tell you the truth, there really isn't a difference between North and South in St. Louis, except that more white people live in the South and more black people live in the North. And in my opinion, that's why there's sort of this bad rep that North County gets. Because North County isn't dangerous at all. My car has never been broken into. I've never had anything stolen from me in my house. Nobody's ever broken into my house. And I've been alive for 17 years now. And it's really funny to me when you sit back and talk to people how things that they see on the news and things that they're taught and their sort of ignorance towards something is what causes them to have personal beliefs about something. Many kids, when I talk to them, assume that North County is the hood. And if you go to North County, where I live, Florissant, it's the farthest thing from the hood. I live by 3 or 4 elderly people, so that tells you everything right there. I mean, that's all it is to it. In my opinion, this difference that people seem to try to make is first off assuming that since all black people, or the majority of black people, live in North County and things like that, then it's bad or it's worse. And really it isn't. But in all actuality, it isn't. North County is just as safe as South County. And so after seeing the pictures during this presentation or this documentary, honestly, let me ask you a question. What is the difference between North County, South County, North St. Louis, and South St. Louis? And in your right mind, when you honestly sit back and think about it, there is no difference really. At SLU, our mottos are tradition never graduates and be a man for others. Well, as students of this great institution, we should let the tradition of prejudice and ethnocentrism graduate and let the unity in which makes us men for others continue to blossom. It is only through our unity in which we can change our decaying city. Stop the white flight that is occurring now in 2013 by simply demonstrating that as a culture who plans to progress, there is no room for prejudice and ethnocentrism. There is only room for unity. Be a man for others, and don't judge something you don't know anything about until you've experienced it. Thanks.